G4 Rewind starts now.
Today on X-Play, the greatest figure in the history of console gaming is back in X-Play's all-new 1-hour Super Mario special. He's gone 3D, traveled through time, and turned to paper. Now he's going intergalactic. On today's show, we've got the world's largest Mario collection, our top 5 Super Mario game of all time, and X-Play's highly anticipated review of Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. We're sorry, but the princess is in another castle. It's game time.
Prepare to be reviewed.
Adam Sessler. Morgan Webb. This is X-Play.
Hello and welcome to X-Play's Super Mario Bros. Hour-long special.
Nintendo is releasing Super Mario Galaxy, the first Mario Bros. Game for the Nintendo Wii, and we thought at this significant moment in the history of platformers, we should look back at just what has made Mario one of the biggest names in video games.
On today's show, we've got looks back at Mario games from recent memory, a preview of the Nintendo All-Stars parade that is Super Smash Bros., and a primer on the Super Mario Bros. Tricks that one kid on the playground claimed he could do, but nobody believed. And later in the show, we'll count down the 5 best Mario games of all time, and we'll bring you our review of Super Mario Galaxy.
But we begin by bringing you a look at one of the most anticipated games for the Wii. It's the latest scion from a classic fighting game franchise, which brings together the greatest characters from Nintendo's pantheon. Here's our quick look at Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Okay, let's get the bad news out of the way first. The rumors are true. Super Smash Bros. Brawl has been pushed back to February 10th, 2008. We aren't thrilled about that, but Nintendo just announced that the delay is due to implementing seamless Wi-Fi gameplay. We've been sacrificing unwitting policemen and gigantic wicker statues for years, all in the hopes that Nintendo would finally embrace online play. Thank you, Miyamoto. Their lives have not gone to waste. And there's more good news. Sonic the Hedgehog is in the game, proving that no amount of unplayable sequels can prevent a character from appearing in a Smash Bros. Title.
Sonic's the name, speed's my game.
Who's next, Mega Man? Yu-Gi-Oh? Naruto? As seen here, the little blue hedgehog can use his spin attack to decimate opponents who dare get in his way. Sorry the footage is so terrible. According to reports, you can control the game 4 different ways. Using the Wiimote, the Wiimote plus Nunchuck combination, the classic controller, or the GameCube controller. And if you can't find one that you like, you're just being difficult. Word has it, the game will feature a much deeper single-player adventure than ever before. At least as deep as any storyline can get for a game set in the Mushroom Kingdom. We'll have the full review for you when, who are we kidding? You're gonna buy this either way. Super Smash Bros. Brawl comes home February 10th. But who is Mario? Where did he come from? What are his passions? Did he ever learn to knit? Have he and Princess Daisy ever played Send the Mushroom Down the Pipe? For answers to these questions and more, here's a brief documentary about the history of Mario. Like many Italian-American immigrants, Mario has an epic, intricate history that's richer than 3 jars of ragu. The little guy got a start in the arcade classic Donkey Kong. Of course, back then, he was called Jumpman. The name may not have been that catchy, but his personality had already begun to emerge thanks to his infamous push-broom mustache. He started off as a carpenter, but they later changed his occupation to plumber, which made a lot more sense for someone traveling through pipes. In 1983, he starred in the arcade game Mario Brothers. The machine racked up about a bazillion quarters for Nintendo, and pretty soon Miyamoto broke ground on a brand new chapter in the franchise, Super Mario Brothers. The game launched with the Nintendo Entertainment System and quickly became a must-buy for frazzled parents worldwide. In order to release a quick sequel that American audiences would embrace, Nintendo took an established game called Doki Doki Panic and retrofitted it with characters from the Mushroom Kingdom. But a true sequel wouldn't come until 1990, when Super Mario Bros. 3 hit game stores. despite the fact that it wasn't bundled with the system, the game still sold a whopping 18 million copies. A few years later, Super Mario World helped propel sales of their next system, but Nintendo knew they had to make the eventual plunge into the third dimension. Super Mario 64 revolutionized platform gaming and became the new standard for 3D action. From there, Mario branched out even more, launching spin-offs like Mario Party and, of course, Super Smash Bros. Unfortunately, in 2002, he hit a speed bump in Super Mario Sunshine. Unlike most of his titles, this one lacked polish and introduced an obnoxious add-on, a talking backpack. God, this game had problems. But thanks to innovative new gameplay ideas and a brand new controller, the fate of Super Mario Galaxy looks much brighter than Sunshine's. We'll have our full review for you at the end of the show.
He's been through so much, that Mario, and been stronger than any of us could expect a mustachioed ethnic caricature could be. Except for Ivan Drago. No ethnic caricature could ever hope to be as roidy and ripped as late 80s Dolph Lundgren. He must break you.
X-Play, Video Viewer Mail.
Sega, going to make a Sonic MMO.
God, I hope not.
BioWare is making a Sonic RPG, but it's not an MMO to our knowledge.
And there just doesn't seem like there'd be much potential there. What, you're in a world full of super fast hedgehogs and echidnas?
Now, for a platformer with significant multiplayer interaction, though, there is Little Big Planet coming out in 2008, which lets you build platforming puzzles for others to solve. Now, should be cool, we hope.
But Mario and Sonic did team up for a game about the Olympics that just came out. Let's hope the pollutant-riddled air of Beijing doesn't affect either of them too negatively.
I don't think we should be here.
Did you guys hear that?
Hello?
Plumber? Sure. Here is a sweet, innocent video game character. The gamers say, I am.
Hey, are you okay? He killed them? Who killed them? Mario.
The kids love to play your violent games. Grand Theft Auto, Gears of War.
Yoshi.
With Mario, took it personal.
Hurry, he's right outside the door.
Also, if they're busy, please hold for the next available toadstool.
So sorry, Mario.
We've got to get to the pipes.
It's me!
Mario.
What is it with teens in abandoned warehouses?
It's scientifically proven that if mixed gender groups of teens go to shadowy environments, 30 to 75% of them are likely to be brutally beaten to death with a turtle shell.
Well, if you want to avoid unwanted slasher victim status, just pick up a copy of my audio tape series, Vigilante Justice Made Easy, because you're nobody's victim when you're committing morally and legally questionable acts of violence yourself. But first, there are some Mario characters that are frequently misunderstood, so we thought we should shine a light on them and let you know a little more. Here's our look at Waluigi. There are a lot of characters in the Mario world, but to some of them, we'd just like to say, what the f***? Like Waluigi. What's the point, Waluigi? Seriously, what's the point? Does Luigi, the Fredo of the Mario universe, really need you for his evil twin? All right, let's concede the main point. You are supposed to be evil. You're supposed to be cocky and arrogant. You know, sort of a douche. Yet your first appearance was in a tennis game. Tennis? Really? Tennis? Is that supposed to be edgy? Tennis? You think you're bad news. You think you're tricky. You think you're mean. It's possible your biggest impact on Mario was stealing the music keys in Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. Really, Waluigi, sabotaging a dancing game, that makes you tough? Capital L to the A to the M to the E. All you're good for is shilling in the latest party game. You're not even good enough for the big time games. So Waluigi, to you we say these 3 simple words. Waluigi, what the
X-Play can be yours, all yours, anytime you wish, if you can only master the ancient Chinese art of video on demand. For a 6-week course on video demanding, come on by g4tv.com/VOD and start learning professional skills that will give you a better tomorrow.
Coming up, we revisit Super Paper Mario, and later, Super Mario Galaxy is revealed on X-Play.
And now, memorable moments with the Mario Brothers.
The very first Mario Brothers, we came with the Mario Brothers pack, and then it was cool because I played with my dad, so on and so forth, and it was just weird because you see this plumber guy eating mushrooms and he grows big, and it's like, what's going on? So let's step on turtles now. Okay, cool, whatever. It was weird, but it was intriguing at the same time.
The Mario Brothers, bringing psychedelic mushrooms to the masses.
Hi, this is Netsonic, and you're watching G4 Rewind. What games were you playing 5 years ago?
I was just getting into Vice City.
I played a lot of Bond, and I played a lot of Tomb Raider. And that pretty much covers it.
I was really into Call of Duty, the Call of Duty series altogether.
I played Perfect Dark so much. Me and my friend had a rivalry going on. We were back and forth, you know.
You know who you are. Your passion has always been technology. Now, you're ready to take it to a higher degree. Here's your chance to prove it. Game design, game programming. Learn more at GameDegree.com.
Rated E for everyone. Need for Speed Shift. In stores now.
Xbox 360 Elite. Now, $100 off.
What happened to the passenger?
It's Pandorum.
On September 25th.
What did you see?
Pandorum is everywhere.
Help!
Pandorum. Rated R. Starts September 25th.
People choose 5-Hour Energy over 4 million times a week to help them through their busy lives. But the question is, what's in it? Everything in 5-Hour Energy is available in everyday food, like apples, avocados, grains, and nuts, or already in you. It does have as much caffeine as a cup of the leading premium coffee, but what 5-Hour Energy doesn't have is just as important. 0 sugar, 0 herbal stimulants, and only 4 calories. 5-Hour Energy was designed to help you feel the way you want to feel, bright and alert, not wired and jittery. You'll get hours of smooth energy without the crash or jitters. Still concerned? Try just half a bottle to start. In a few minutes, you'll be able to decide if you want more or not, or if 5-Hour Energy simply isn't for you. People choose 5-Hour Energy over 4 million times a week. It works for them. It might just work for you. Try it today.
In a world where everyone can only tell the truth,
I'm with him right now. No, I won't be sleeping with him tonight.
Mark Bellison will discover lying.
The world's gonna end unless we have sex right now.
Do we have time to get to a motel?
Any messages?
I told everyone you're getting fired this week, so no one left any messages.
Oh. The invention of lying.
Do not have sex with anyone unless you are married to them, is the rule. What's this?
Birthday coupon for sex.
But hold on, though.
Rated PG-13. In theaters October 2nd.
This show also available as a G4 podcast.
Welcome back to X-Play's Super Mario Special. There's a brand new Mario Brothers game ready to hit store shelves, and today we've got a review. But first, we thought we should share with you the rich, musky, masculine history of Mario. But before that, we thought we'd answer some of our video viewer mail.
X-Play Video Viewer Mail.
Is there any chance that, not counting the Wii, that PlayStation 3 or Xbox will start making gun games? Like your old shooters, light gun like Duck Hunt?
Nope, no word of gun peripherals for the 360 or PS3.
I think the gun peripheral has kind of gotten a bad rap. Yeah, it lacks the precision of most shooter controls, but I think a lot of the connotations of it being an unsophisticated kind of gameplay come from the fact that it was the first big console peripheral.
Now, people think gun peripheral, they think dog laughing at you because you didn't shoot any ducks. That said, those of us who have gotten used to modern shooters really have a hard time playing with a gun peripheral that lacks accuracy.
Everyone thought shooters seemed like the perfect genre for the Wii. Then Call of Duty 3 came out on the Wii, and we realized just how annoying pointer peripherals could be in a shooter.
Well, perfection is a difficult goal to achieve. Now, even Mario, in his decades of kick-assery, has made some missteps. Here's a look at the most egregious.
In 1992, Nintendo dropped Mario is Missing for the PC, and it was later ported to the NES and Super Nintendo. If you were to make a list of what's fun about Mario, it would include running, jumping, and wearing vaguely erotic animal suits. This game includes none of those things. Mario is Missing is an educational game designed to teach school children about geography, and it's about as fun as it sounds. How fun is that exactly? Well, it's approximately as enjoyable as being kicked in the groin while playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. Mario is missing, and so is the fun. Which brings us to Yoshi's Cookie, an apathetic puzzle game that Nintendo regurgitated onto the Game Boy and NES in 1992. First off, having a male dinosaur who craps out eggs is a stupid idea. Secondly, this is a bad Dr. Mario ripoff. Your goal is to mix and match cookies to achieve the highest score possible. Honestly, Nintendo, a cookie party? Why don't you just ask players to wear a dress? Gamers needed this like a diabetic needs an Andes mint milkshake with lard on top. But as bad as that was, the most egregious abortion ever spawned for the Mushroom Kingdom is Luigi's Mansion. When Nintendo launched the GameCube in 2001, players were greeted not with the Mario game, but with a Luigi game. That's sort of like going to a Rolling Stones concert, only to find out Rascal Flatts is filling in. It was impossible to play the game without constantly being reminded of what we really want for a system launch. A new Super Mario adventure where we can explore a trippy fantasy universe. Instead, we get his low-energy younger brother sucking up ghosts with a vacuum. But even though these games blew and sucked, Mario mistakes are actually quite few and far between. And for that, we're thankful. Here we go! The last major Mario platformer, Super Paper Mario, returned to his two-dimensional roots, forcing us to understand every situation from two different perspectives. The first paper game was actually a spiritual sequel to Super Mario RPG Land of the Seven Stars. But in the intervening years, the Paper Mario games have gone from role-playing games back to Mario's bread and butter, platforming. Here's our review of Super Paper Mario.
Nintendo's Portobello poster boy is back and makes his next-gen debut with Super Paper Mario for the Wii. Although originally intended for the purple lunchbox, Nintendo decided to make their classic Italian flavor a movable feast on the Nintendo Wii. This time around, a mysterious baddie named Count Bleck ransacks the Mushroom Kingdom, sucking its inhabitants into an alternate dimension, leaving Mario out like cold spaghetti. Our hero is resuscitated by a rainbow radiating butterfly, who then teleports our hero to a town called Flipside, where they learn in order to defeat Count Bleck and save the universe, Mario must collect 8 pure hearts. Straying from the pages of the previous Paper Mario titles, Super Paper Mario completely discards the turn-based gameplay for traditional 2D platforming. But fear not, Paper Mario purists, there are still plenty of RPG elements, and we all know the best part of an RPG is the party. Mario has the ability to periodically switch from 2D to 3D on the fly. While the 2D world plays like a traditional Mario platformer, the 3D world contains hidden pathways and the ability to avoid obstacles that can't be done in a 2D realm. Mushroom Kingdom socialite Princess Peach is blessed with the power of a parasol and has the womanly assets to get what she wants. Bowser has the firepower, and Luigi can jump high. A cast of loyal pixels also joins the team, each granting Mario and company with special secondary powers like ground pounding, throwing, and slimming abilities. Look, it's Paris Hilton 1 minute, Nicole Richie the next. The game is literally laugh out loud funny. And there's plenty of toilet humor too, oddly appropriate from a game about paper. Unfortunately, the game is weighed down with a bit too much text. On occasion, it feels like Chef Boyardee has replaced my game with a bowl of ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Overall, Super Paper Mario is fun and innovative in all aspects, especially the 2D to 3D level integration, featuring a little spice from the 80s, in addition to the best ingredients from both RPG and platform, adds a new zesty kick to Nintendo's classic Italian flavor. Super Paper Mario gets a 4 out of 5.
Who could have thought that slipping back to 2 dimensions could be so entertaining? And now, continuing our look at characters you just might not understand, here's a brief contemplation of the complex persona that is Birdo.
Ah, yes, Birdo. Where do we even begin to discuss Birdo? Remember the first time we met Birdo in Super Mario Bros. 2? Remember what you thought? What a cute little dinosaur-type character. What the hell are you? According to the ancient scriptures of the Super Mario Bros. 2 instruction booklet, Birdo thinks he's a girl and he spits eggs from his mouth. So Birdo is a male? If that's the case, Birdo is one very feminine male. Such soft features, such delicate skin. Gee, what a shame she's a he. Or he's a she? What's the truth?
Yes.
Nintendo of America, wanting to avoid any confusion, always called Birdo a girl. But is she really? Come on, Birdo, get off that ambiguous cloud and let us know. Even to this day, it's never quite clear if Birdo is indeed one of the first transsexuals to appear in a video game. For once and for all, Birdo, tell us the truth. So to Birdo, we say these 3 simple words. Birdo, what the
I can't believe he just throws his eggs around like that. I don't care if it's not my place to say it. It's just not responsible parenting.
Up next, the aspects of Mario we'll never understand. And later, Super Mario Galaxy on X-Play.
Welcome to your new addiction. Indie Games begins in 60 seconds.
Welcome to Progressive. How may I help you? I'm looking for a deal on car insurance. I think I might have a coupon in here. There's an easier way. We've got the name your price option. You do? Follow me. You tell us how much you want to pay, and we'll build you a policy that fits your budget. And I still get great coverage. Uh-huh. Go ahead. You're the boss. I'm the boss of savings. More like the CEO. No glass ceiling.
The freedom to name your price. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
I did actually look at a couple other sites, but they kind of seem like a digital version of a bar.
It just didn't seem to be really effective.
Other dating sites just give you a picture and a paragraph. At eHarmony, we match you with pre-screened singles based on 29 dimensions of compatibility, proven to be the foundation for happy, long-term relationships.
It didn't seem as shallow like some of the other websites.
That was the beautiful thing about eHarmony, that you can go much deeper.
Experience the eHarmony difference for yourself. Review all your matches for free at eHarmony.com.
Welcome to Indie Games, a minute's worth of free fun. Now, the best browser games feature a simple premise, a fun soundtrack, as well as that indefinable magic ingredient, addictive gameplay. Well, Pixel scores on all 3 counts. This thing's easy to pick up and play, the music gets more intense as the action heats up, and it's just impossible to put down. You shoot pixels at moving targets, which in turn shoot out fragmentary pixels of their own. Now, you can watch the pretty chain reactions, and the next thing you know, it's 3 days later, your carpal tunnel aches, and you're starting to smell. But you can quit any time. Really, I swear. Call somebody. That's it for now. Hit me up at g4tv.com/indiegames for links to this and other great stuff. And until next time, I'm still Kevin Pereira. And really, what do you want for nothing?
So utensils just aren't our thing. We're still human beings.
Some people just can't accept us, free eaters. I can't imagine life at a table.
Taken.
It's a bus, not a dining room.
As long as we have the portable deliciousness of new Hot Pockets deep dish pizzas.
We're just gonna keep living the dream.
New Hot Pockets deep dish pizza with a thick golden crust you can take wherever, whenever.
Hot Pockets!
Join the movement. Eat freely.
Serious about gaming? We are too. At Collins College, you can find just the right mix of creativity, collaboration, and community. Learning alongside game design pros who've been there and know what it takes to succeed. That's why serious game designers get their start at Collins College. Get your start today by calling 888-823-0999. 888-823-0999.
The Jedi scene was really fun to shoot. It looks like it was very difficult, and it was, but not really for us. We just kind of did our action moves, and then our editor sat there for hours, and I think days actually, and threw all the lightsabers in, so he should actually...
After high school, I was excited to finally start learning what I wanted to learn. I tried going to college, but in class, after class, after class, it just felt like more of the same. And I still wasn't learning what I wanted to learn. Then I saw a commercial for Westwood College and decided to give them a call. With Westwood, I started taking the classes I wanted to take right away. My class sizes were small, so I got tons of one-on-one instruction. And since my instructors were actual professionals in their field, they brought years of industry experience into the classroom, which helped me build my portfolio, earn my degree, and walk right into my career.
Start your career with a bachelor's degree from Westwood College. Graduate in just 3 years with the tools you'll need to start a career in design, criminal justice, technology, healthcare, or business, including construction management. Call now for a free career success kit and learn about the careers and salaries that could be yours with a Westwood College degree. Call 1-800-620-7010.
It's supercleanpc.com.
Welcome back to X-Play. We are getting ready for our review of Super Mario Galaxy by fully exploring the universe of the Mario Brothers games. The games were, of course, originally intended for Japanese audiences, but over the years, Nintendo of America has done a lot to bring a distinctively American flavor to the games. Here's an inside look inside the writer's room at Nintendo of America.
Well, I know you guys are probably sick of hearing me say this, but I still think a Mario first-person shooter is a great idea. You can set it in World War II.
Yeah, but Mario's Italian. I mean, what are you gonna do? You gonna have him fight with the Germans?
No, Wikipedia says he lives in Brooklyn, so...
All right, well, he moves to Brooklyn after the war, just like the guy that made rockets for Disney.
We are not going to put Mario in a World War II first-person shooter. It just wouldn't happen.
Exactly, because isn't the whole Italian thing just kind of, you know, it's like passe. It's not even good anything. It's getting old.
Passe Italian.
Well, then what would you have him be?
His name is Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jewish. Like his brother, Luigi.
No, Luigi is Hispanic.
Don't listen to him.
No, Luigi is neither Hispanic nor Jewish. He's Italian, just like his brother, Mario.
Well,
Get it?
What, does that make me an anti-Semite?
Racism is so...
Let's just move on to product integration, okay?
Princess Peach tampon with the slogan, sorry Mario, but our period is in another castle.
See, you keep on bringing that up. I'm telling you, it doesn't make sense that way. It should be our periods in another bloody vagina.
That makes less sense. And castle is the pun.
Don't even talk about it. It's gross.
Okay, no, it's not gross. Menstruation is a fact of life.
So is herpes, and we're not gonna, you know, like, they're gross.
But, hey, 1 in 4 adults has it, so odds are someone at this table...
All right, Chad, what do you got? You got something? Talk to me.
Actually, going off of the sickness, get this, raccoon Mario rabies vaccine.
Bam!
There's a lot of rabies out there.
We could have, you know, like Band-Aids with Mario on it, only vaccines. Vaccines are hot right now. They're controversial. Some kids aren't getting them, other kids are. Now all the kids are gonna want them because they're Mario vaccines.
And, you know, I predict kids getting so excited they run out in the forest to get bit, you know, by wild animals, to get the vaccine.
I don't want you to talk anymore.
Would you expect any less from the nation that brought you yogurt in a tube? Americans can do anything, and no G4 personality has done more to push the boundaries of human possibility than Kristen Holt. She's here to show us how to make your Super Mario platforming superhuman.
Yes, there are many spots in the Mario games where you could move past intended gameplay and change the terms of the game. Some call them cheats, others call them exploits, others still call them signs you have way too much time on your hands if you're exploring game environments that thoroughly. We call them Mario mysteries. There have been a lot of great Mario mysteries over the years, but the Mario mysteries we're investigating today are of a more serious matter. We're taking a look at the strangest glitches and most bizarre cheats you can pull off. We begin with a trick from the original Super Mario Bros. At the end of World 1-2, it's possible to glitch through the last wall. Observe. Just head down the pipe and bam! You're in a brave new world. An infinitely repeating water world, it's called Minus World because the readout at the top of the screen actually says World -1. In Super Mario Bros. 3, the weirdest whistle was hidden in plain view. In World 1-3, there's a white block that you can stand on top of. Squat down for about 3 seconds and you actually fall behind the scenery. Then you can run to the end of the level and meet up with your stoic friend Toad, who gives up the flute with no arguments. But our favorite mystery happens in Super Mario 64. Because it was a trailblazing 3D game, there are a ton of polygonal glitches and gaffes. The best one is a series of tweaks that allow you to beat the entire game with minimal stars. Here we go! First, get 15 stars, so that the rabbit appears in the basement of Peach's castle. While holding the Whittle Wabbit, slowly walk towards the door and let the bunny go. You'll glitch into the door, pick him back up, and bingo! You've got a free-range rabbit. Take him to the sliding doors, and you can use the bunny again to cheat your way through to the second encounter with Bowser. Here we go! Now that you have the key to the third story, you can actually break on through to the other side using backwards long jumps up the stairs. Get enough speed, and you'll fire through the locked doors to the 4th floor. You can even use that same trick to defeat Bowser's infinite staircase. Mario's gonna have some serious rug burn. Anyway, once you're at the top, you can face off with the main man himself. Use your charm and guile to throw him into an exploding mine, and voila! You've defeated Super Mario 64 in about 1/100th of the time it took Adam. Don't tell him I said that.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
X-Play, Video Viewer Mail.
I wanted to know, is there going to be a Ghostbusters game or not? And I thought, who better to ask than you guys down at X-Play?
Now, a developer called Zootfly was developing a game based on the movie, but they got legally stopped from continuing with the game because they didn't have any rights to the intellectual property.
Now, we'd love to see another Ghostbusters game, but there's no way it could compete with the original Activision game that came out with the movie. It's actually a phenomenal story of the rare movie tie-in game that was great.
It was also rare, the game that was rushed out to market, and it was still good. I think they made the game in like 6 weeks or something by cannibalizing a game already in production. But the game was one of the first to integrate action with a business strategy simulation element. And if there's anything better than busting ghosts, it's creating a budget for your ghost busting.
Busting makes me feel good.
Here's our review of Super Mario Strikers. Also, I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Guitar riff. Skydiving. A roaring crowd of drunk Mushroom Kingdom hooligans. Who would think Mario can get this extreme? Well, time to grab your Wii, because we're kicking some balls in Mario Strikers Charged. Following the tradition of true sucker hooliganery, Mario Strikers Charged abandons that ecstatic Mario charm and gives the Mushroom Kingdom's All-Stars a little bit more too. They're rowdy, violent, and not afraid to play dirty either. And who would have thought that Daisy would be the dirtiest birdie of them all? No wonder the balls are on fire. Yes, scoring can be that easy. The in-game offense is loaded with surefire scoring mechanics, specialty shots, and enhancements to help you with your performance. Each captain is also armed with a Mega Strike move that unleashes a destructive fury of balls, giving the player multiple chances to score. Don't worry, Mario and pals practice safe soccer. While defending against a Mega Strike move, a point-and-click minigame is initiated to where one has to block balls within a short time frame. It can be frustrating and difficult at times, but you can always count on your wingmen to help you out. Shy Guy, Toad, and Victoria Beckham, Dry Bones, are always there to support you in your time of need, each having a special purpose. If you're tired of the single life, you can always hop online for some decent matchmaking. The online play works flawlessly, much like J-Date. Overall, Mario Strikers Charged is fast-paced and fun, but the game is salted by the way too far camera and the controls that don't work quite as well as one would hope. Nonetheless, this sequel puts the Striker series in its prime. Mario Strikers Charged scores a 3 out of 5.
For reviews of all the Mario sports games you can handle, come by g4tv.com/xplay and look through all of XPlay's reviews and find exclusive web-only content. Plus, you can head out to the greater, wider world of g4tv.com and learn about the other shows. AOTS's website has got erotic art photography of Kevin Pereira and web-exclusive video clips of Blair Butler criticizing hot sandwiches. She hates pastrami. But mostly, you can find out what's coming up on XPlay. Next week, colostomies for everyone!
In a moment, we pick the best Mario Brothers games of all time. And later, plumbing goes celestial on XPlay.
And now, memorable moments with the Mario Brothers.
I really love the Super Mario Brothers, and there's been times when I would just like hide the games from my brothers so they wouldn't bother me, like, oh, are you done playing Super Mario Brothers? I would just be like, no, I don't know where they are, so they wouldn't bother me about it anymore because I would play secretly. But yeah, that's a good memory, I guess you would say.
The Mario Brothers. Better than Little Brothers. Guaranteed.
My favorite XPlay episode has got to be the desert episode where we actually did drive into 120-degree weather out in the desert to pretend that we're looking for the lost ET cartridges. We really didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, and now I ask questions from producers before I get in the car.
This year, the results are in. This Madden is the Madden. This year is the year. Madden NFL 10. Rated for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Xbox 360 Elite. Now, $100 off.
Remember when a good guy just had to be able to build shelves? Yeah, well, let me tell you, those days are long gone. You need a good look, my man? Why don't you try a new cut and color at Supercuts? Oh, hi! Have we met? Supercolor, only at Supercuts. Every time.
They lead across frozen rivers. They lead from island to island. They lead to higher ground, to build hope, to break through barriers, to free a continent, to explore new worlds, and carry on the ideals of a nation. Officers in the U.S. Army are leaders who can rise to any challenge. They have learned to bring out the best in others and themselves. Can you? Find out more about Army officership at goarmy.com/officer. There's strong, and then there's Army strong.
Pan pizza's great, but put a ring of cheese in the crust and jackpot.
Introducing Pizza Hut's new stuffed crust pan pizza. Your favorite pan pizza with a jackpot of melted cheese in the crust. A large one topping is just $10.99. Pizza Hut, America's favorite for pizza, pasta, and wings.
So word's getting out that Geico can help people save in even more ways. On motorcycle insurance, RV, camper, boat insurance. Nice work, everyone.
Well, it's easy for him. He's a cute little lizard.
Gecko, actually.
With all due respect, if I was tiny and green and had a British accent, I'd have more folks paying attention to me, too. I mean, save money. Pip, pip, cheerio.
British? I thought you were Australian.
Well, it's funny you should ask, because actually, I'm from...
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Make your skin irresistible to touch. Axe Skin Contact Shower Gels.
They stole his heart.
You can learn from heart.
Now,
Keep your body electrically charged.
what doesn't kill him cranks him up. Jason Statham.
I thought you were dead.
Hey. Amy Smart. Crank 2 High Voltage. Go online at crank2.com to buy your copy now.
Car owners, is your vehicle out of warranty? If you're reaching into your own pocket to pay repairs, stay tuned.
Learn how to protect your vehicle and your pocketbook with extended service coverage through U.S. Fidelis. And next time you're handed a $3,600 bill for a transmission, an $800 bill for a water pump, or $3,800 to fix your engine, it may not cost you a cent. Payment is made directly to the certified repair shop you choose, the local garage you trust, your dealer, or one of over 400,000 other mechanics. With our customized plans, you select coverage options and deductibles. Plus, with U.S. Fidelis coverage, you get roadside assistance and other valuable services absolutely free. If your car is under 15 years old with less than 200,000 miles, ask for a money-saving, no-obligation quote today. It's fast and free.
Call 1-800-724-8560 now before you pay another repair bill. That's 1-800-724-8560.
Objective. Use people skills. Retain customer. Education. Natural. It says you have experience with Excel and Word, but what do you exactly mean by 38th level Beast Lord?
Welcome back to X-Play's Super Mario Galaxy episode. Now we are exploring the world of video gaming's most prominent sewage professional. And if you're talking Mario, you can't forget the grand melee of a board game that is the Mario Party franchise. For more minigames than you can shake a stick at, here's Mario Party 8.
It seems the residents of the Mario-verse have very little to do but party these days. After all, with Mario Galaxy still on the horizon, why not fill up a few balloons and livers and take it easy with a few colorful friends? Whenever the exotically skinned wallets of Nintendo execs get a little light from celebrating Wii sales at the Baccarat tables of Vegas, they get on the phone and have the boys and girls at the Game Lab whip something up for easy distribution. This time around, Mario's letting Mii's into the party. Maybe you'll recognize this beloved X-Play employee about to embark on a dangerous adventure. Don't worry, it's his job. Rob, are you okay? Give me a non-fat double cap. Party 8 has swapped the magic orbs of Mario 7 with magical candy. Apparently, magical orbs are more powerful than magic candy. With orbs, you could alter the track. With candy, well, you can't do that. With candy, you can sprout demonic wings and drain 5 gold coins from your unsuspecting victims' wallets. Not that thrilling, really. There's a few interesting things you could spend the game's local currency on, but we would have liked the expense to have yielded a bit more bang for the buck. MC Ballyhoo in his chatty top hat introduced the Star Carnival as the source of your gaming pleasure. The carnival theme is touched on a bit. You'll be able to accrue tickets redeemable for general digital knickknacks, but generally, you'll move right to the game boards. A moving train, Goomba's Booty Beach, and Donkey Kong's Jungle Hideaway lay in wait for your number-crunching blows. There's even a level that lets you take on the spiritually bankrupt world of real estate investment. Find a hotel that Peach owns, for example. Invest a few coins more than she did, and bam! That adjustable rate mortgage she thought would never go up has just put her out in the streets. The pace is fast, as you'd expect. And after every round, trademark minigames are nicely varied, combining shooting, driving, memory, and dexterity. As with anything that comes in abundance, there's a share of games you hope won't come back around. You may get the sense that having the Mario Party series in the hands of one developer over the years is maybe taking its toll. The levels are interesting, but the graphics lack the snap that should by now be expected from next-gen consoles. We'd like to see Mario Party 9 really step up and address some of these issues. We would also like to see Mario Galaxy release now, a 3 out of 5.
All right, well, that question's about to be answered. And if we're going to review the new Mario Brothers game, we should really put it in context by letting you know which Mario games we think are the best of all time. Now, we're looking at the main series here. We're not counting carts or parties or paper or RPG or Mario Teaches Typing, just the main series. Here's our top 5.
At number 5, we have New Super Mario Brothers for the DS. At long last, Nintendo returns the Mario series to its roots with a side-scrolling 3D platforming gem. While it never quite hits the heights of the classic games, New Super Mario Bros. Harkens back to simpler times while using the modern tech of the DS to do things never before seen in a Mario title. Clocking in at number 4 is the immortal original Super Mario Bros. It may seem old-fashioned, overly familiar, and even quaint by today's standards, but back in 1985, there was nothing else like it. It was originally released as an arcade game, and the fact that you could get a near-perfect version of it with the shiny new Nintendo Entertainment System was almost more than our pixie stick-saturated brains could handle. Stepping into more modern times, we find number 3, Super Mario 64. Mario's first foray into 3D redefined how 3D action games controlled. Mario's responsive, analog-driven movement was light years beyond the stiff, grid-like controls 3D games had suffered with before it. Despite refinements of the formula in future N64 platformers, Mario 64 occupies a special place in our hearts for being the first and, well, for being Mario.
Here we go!
Number 2, Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, a lot of you weren't expecting this one yet, were you? Not the pinnacle of the series, but arguably the pinnacle of the NES. Super Mario Bros. 3 was seen by many American fans as a return to greatness. Mamma mia! After the strange and oddly un-Mario Super Mario Bros. 2, the third game brought back the game mechanics of the original. It also marked the introduction of many mainstays of the Mario universe. At number 1, the Super Nintendo masterpiece, Super Mario World. Sure, it bears some small stigma for bringing Yoshi into existence, but this gigantic, colorful, joy-filled game simply sings from beginning to end. With flawless controls, brilliantly conceived levels and game mechanics, and some of the best music in the series. Super Mario World represents the apex of not just the Mario series, but 2D platforming as a whole.
On today's episode, we've been celebrating Mario, showing him our love, thanking him for years of quality platforming. But some people let their love of Mario go even further. They allow their love to overwhelm them, to consume them. Like Pepe Le Pew when he got all into that cat with the white stripe painted on her back. Is this taking obsession too far? Well, you be the judge.
I'm Brett Martin, and I loves me some Mario. It's me, Mario! I started collecting Mario stuff around when he came out in 1985. I have about 10,000 pieces of Mario gear. It's mostly figures and mostly like keychains and stuff like that. Just good stuff. I think the thing that makes me most want to collect Mario is just he's such an iconic figure. He's so nostalgic, and I just have such a connection to him as a kid because that's like where I really wanted to be most of my childhood, is just right in front of the TV playing Mario. Some of the weirdest Mario stuff that I've collected. There's a weird Doremi Famicom thing I just got last week. I don't even know what it is. I think it goes on your bike. Okay, these are Super Mario records from Japan, and it's just like soundtracks from the game. They're actually sung. This is my Mario Oscar. He's actually sculpted by the guy who made Oscars. Nintendo commissioned him to make them for Nintendo employees, but now it's mine. I think my favorite piece might be the gold Mario statue. It's actually a part of a promo for the Tokyo Game Show, and I actually shipped it over from Japan. I paid about $700 for it. I can't see myself stop collecting Mario. I love him too much. If there's anyone that thinks that they have a larger Mario collection than I do, I'd love to see it. That's it. Game over. Thanks for playing.
Well, the challenge has been made. Have you got a bigger Mario collection than that guy? If so, send us a video viewer mail and see if your claim seems plausible. Then we might just be forced to come and find out. Now, for another exploration of the more confusing characters in the Mario pantheon, here's a look at Princess Daisy.
Oh, Princess Daisy, you sweet temptress, you. Ever since your first appearance, jerking Mario's heartstrings way back in Super Mario Land, you've always walked an aimless life. A spoiled rich girl like you thinks she has the whole world at her beck and call. You think you do whatever you want. You think you can get whatever you want. We know you think you're hot, Daisy, so why do you act so frigid? You put yourself above everyone you encounter, yet you're shallow as shallow could be. Are you just trying to snatch Mario's massive wealth? Now, I ain't saying you're a gold digger. Actually, yes, I am saying you're a gold digger. Somebody needs to teach you the value of hard labor. Somebody needs to take you down a notch, so let me be the first. You'll never be Peach, no matter how hard you try. So to you, Princess Daisy, we have these 3 simple words. Princess Daisy, what the
I don't trust her. Always lurking in the shadows of Mario Party games. Mark my words, Princess Daisy, she is hiding something. But XPlay always gives you full disclosure because we've got a review of Super Mario Galaxy right after the break. And if you'd like to spend more time with the Super Mario Galaxy review, there's always G4TV.com, your internet home for video game reviews, ripped Japanese guys climbing things, and animated computer programmers vomiting. Check it out today.
Moments away, we review Super Mario Galaxy on XPlay.
And now, memorable moments with the Mario Brothers.
I think my favorite Mario Brothers moment was the first time that I saw Mario 64 in person, and it was really a revolutionary game, and laying my hands on the analog control for the first time, and it was a special video game moment for me.
The Mario Brothers, getting gamers to touch their analog stick for the very first time.
Testify! Next, on Attack of the Show, Weston Scott heads once more into the fray with the Detroit police, and this time, things go boom. And Allison Scagliotti joins us in studio with a high-level security pass into Warehouse 13's season finale. It's Attack of the Show, next.
I gotta get my car insured. Just point and click, point and click, point and click, point and click.
When you need auto insurance right now, log on to thegeneral.com. You'll get an instant quote with no personal information required and a down payment as low as $59. You can also print your own proof of insurance form, all online in just a few minutes.
Piece of cake.
For the best car insurance rates in town, call 1-800-GENERAL now!
What I'm about to tell you involves something very large.
This informant is unbelievable.
Oh my God.
The critics agree. It's a must-see.
Yes.
Don't miss it.
This verifies everything you've been saying. Absolutely.
Matt Damon is the informant. See it. Rated R. Don't go to bed before the king. BK is open late with BK Burger Shots in the entire late-night menu.
Need a new computer but have bad credit? Blue Hippo to the rescue. Call now to get the computer you need regardless of your credit. Plus 2 free gifts with order. Call now.
What's up, everyone? Pete here, and welcome to Blue Hippo, where anyone can get a brand new, brand name computer regardless of their credit. Take a look at this. You can send emails, download music and video, even organize your finances. This is a fully loaded desktop computer. So whether you want a desktop or you prefer the convenience of a laptop, you can get either one regardless of your credit. And if you order now, we'll send you a free color printer and a free flat screen TV so you can watch your favorite shows and movies and print and email digital photos. So to be clear, when you order today, you can get your choice of a brand new desktop or laptop with tons of great software, plus a free color printer and a free LCD TV. And remember, there is no credit check and your approval is guaranteed. But you must call Blue Hippo now.
Serious about gaming? We are too. At Collins College, you can find just the right mix of creativity, collaboration, and community. Learning alongside game design pros who've been there and know what it takes to succeed. That's why serious game designers get their start at Collins College. Get your start today by calling 888-823-0999. 888.
This is Ned. Ned's the guy with the awesome setup. Ned's setup includes Comcast digital cable with HD.
I think I'm having picture envy.
He gets the best HD picture quality available.
Could you have anything else in HD? I mean, wow.
More HD choices than UVerse, plus Dolby Digital surround sound.
Where are the speakers? The sound is phenomenal.
Unfortunately, it doesn't include anything for the fridge. Call now to get Comcast digital cable with HD for a great price.
Why are these drivers smiling? Because they just discovered pre-owned autos on demand, the new way to shop for used cars and trucks. Browse through hundreds of vehicles without leaving your home. Listings are updated weekly, free to watch and available 24/7. Try it right now. Just press 889 on your remote and select pre-owned autos. That's 889 pre-owned autos. Put yourself in the driver's seat with pre-owned autos on demand, the new way to shop for used cars and trucks, now in Searchlight.
You're plugged into G4 Rewind.
This October, the law of gravity is repealed. The Barclay Card World Free Run Championships 2009, October 25th on G4.
Welcome back. Here is our review of Super Mario Galaxy.
Lock the doors, bolt the windows, and power up your Wii. The best Mario adventure in a decade has arrived, and you'll want to set aside plenty of time to play Super Mario Galaxy! Yep, what he said. Like all games in the proud Mario tradition, it begins with an invitation from Princess Peach.
I'll be waiting for you at the castle on the night of the Star Festival.
As is the case with most pagan Mario rituals, the party is crashed by Bowser and his gang of thugs. They steal the castle, kidnap the princess, and send you into outer space. Fortunately, you meet up with an intergalactic hottie named Rosalina, who's on a mission to help out these chubby little star creatures. By saving them, you activate new areas of her spaceship, which then allows you to rescue Princess Peach. Maybe Mario should just stick with Rosalina. I mean, he would be kind of trading up. No offense, Peach. If you're afraid you'll initially like the game, only to be ultimately disappointed, as was the case with Super Mario Sunshine, we're happy to report that this one sustains all the way through. Unlike that doomed trip to Delfino Island, Super Mario Galaxy contains an overwhelming amount of fan service, from classic music cues to the reappearance of fan favorites like Magic Koopa to bombastic Bowser boss fights. Uses of the Wii controls are actually surprisingly minimal. You can shake the controller to do a spin and pick up star bits simply by pointing at them. But besides a few special areas that require you to use the motion sensitivity, you won't feel like they're shoehorning the game to fit the controller. That doesn't mean the gameplay is remedial. This is advanced platforming that builds on the foundation of every run and jump game ever, and takes them about 100 steps further. What Portal was the first-person shooters, Super Mario Galaxy is the platform games. You can beat it with only 60 stars, but if you're like us, you'll still work hard to achieve all 120 of them. Two small gripes though. Underwater swimming still sucks. Fortunately, there's barely any required to beat the game. Also, why bother giving us a bazillion lives when they just take them away whenever you take a break? Since the game just puts you back in the hub world, why bother with the whole life system anyway? But those are relatively small complaints. We're happy to report that virtually every challenge has been play-tested until it's perfect. In our experience, getting every possible star, the only glitch was this one, when we lost sight of Mario and couldn't get the camera back on our side. Oh, and did we mention you can save your brother Luigi? And what is up with him in Haunted Mansions anyway? When it comes down to it, nothing can live up to the first time you've played Super Mario 64. Seeing the little guy in 3D for the first time was a revelation, and you'll never be able to completely recreate that feeling of wonderment. But this game comes as close as humanly possible. Super Mario Galaxy gets 5 Wahoos out of 5. All right, there you have it. Thanks for watching.